Hey everybody, Chris Martinson back here with you of Peak Prosperity, obviously. So today we got to talk about something that's been on my mind for a while. You know, I was just having a conversation with somebody at Peak Prosperity, and this was a conspiracy theory 48 hours ago, and 24 hours ago it became not a conspiracy theory. So let's talk about this because we got to get there, which is, what is this illegal invasion really about? I think it's time for me to begin to face facts. Maybe you've already gotten there, but, well, here it is. Let's just dive right in. What do you make of this?
Says that if you're an undocumented person in this country and you can pass the physical and the required test, background test, the like, you can serve in our military, and if you do it honorably, we will make you citizens of the United States.
All right, stop, time out. Whoa. So this is Dick Durbin, senator from Illinois, from a Chicago heavy district in particular region. And by the way, Chicago is just a cesspool of awful, nasty politicians. It's got a very bad history. Dick Durbin obviously just slotting right into and continuing that awkward tradition for Chicago. But last week, Dick was famous for being the lone standout in the Senate who ended up blocking the release of the Epstein client list. Now, why would Dick have an interest? Why would this Dick have an interest in blocking that list? Inquiring minds would like to know. But here he is saying out loud something that we've all been thinking, which is, what is going on with all of these military-age males being just allowed willy-nilly over the border into the United States? We'll listen to a longer clip of this just to put that in slightly more context.
Says that if you're in
let's go, like, we've seen this, right? So this is a U.S. laid roll of concertina wire being lifted up by a U.S. forklift, so that legal people can cross under it and get into the United States. So why have the wire in the first place, one wonders? Or did the people who laid the wire have different interests from the people lifting the wire? This is getting very messy. There's no good answers for this. Now, further, just let's tell you what. Let me just just start looking at this together. Just notice who's here. Now, you see a few kids, you'll see a few women in here, but by and large, what my eye is detecting here is a lot of dudes, right? Just count the military-age males as they go by. A big old swath of them there, another swath, right? There's a guy with a child, another swath. I mean, this is really very heavily military-age males, and so this was 10,000 on this crossed over in the last 24 hours, 8,400 apprehended by Border Patrol. But you know, they just let them go, or they give them a plane ticket and they put them somewhere else in the country, or they bus them somewhere else. So this has been going on for a very long time, obviously, right? As well, I don't know, what have we here, right? Huh? This is coming in to the United States. This is clearly, obviously, a train full load of people riding on top of those BNSF hopper cars there. But this is pretty intense. Like, it's like this every day, all day. I was just talking with Michael Yon because there was a report that came out, I think it was unredacted, that said, there's 4 million people queued up ready to come across the border. I asked Michael if that's the case. He said, nah, he doesn't see that. But yeah, there's the usual 10, 15, 20,000 per day that are headed north. Now, why are they doing that? Why are they crossing the border? Well, very simply, they've been given the green light, obviously. But by whom and why? Okay. Representative Jim Jordan noting that 550% increase in illegal alien apprehensions in the last fiscal year, and that's who they apprehended. It's not just the southern border, from 79 different countries. Well, isn't that a little odd? This isn't just like a few people from Mexico, some from Guatemala, your standard like maybe 5, 6, 7 countries to the south. No, 79 different countries. The word has gone out. Come hither. We want you. Somebody wants you here in the United States, and they're willing to lift the concertina wire to get you there. Now, check this little video out. This just came out, I think it was yesterday. I saw it yesterday. Might have come out a couple days. December 4th, it's saying. Today's the 5th. So look at this. First, that's some nice luggage down there. Second, those are Chinese males. Third, most of them are what I would consider to be military age. Fourth, I don't see any wives or children with them. What is even going on? And the fact that they're there, they're lined up, they're going to be allowed in, off they go. But these people do not look like, they look fairly affluent, well-dressed. Ooh, those are some guys there, not from China, but you can just see what we're up to here. Oh my gosh. This couldn't be any more obvious, right, folks? Right? Oh, here's some more. On and on it goes, like this, day after day after day. So this is clearly something that is now happening. So let's listen to this longer clip here. I mean, the money shot was what I already showed you, but let's listen in.
Troubles me about the debate now about the southern border is it is one half of the immigration equation. Yes, we need order at the border. Yes, we need to have changes in the laws that reflect the reality of the overwhelming numbers from all over the world who are coming to our shores.
Why are there overwhelming numbers coming from all over the world, Dick? They wouldn't be doing that if there was nothing here for them. Like if you said, hey, it's open season, just like swarm into Czechoslovakia if you want. I mean, I know I can't do that, right? Because they actually have borders. Here's the definition, Dick. You might not know this, but for a nation to be a nation, it has to have something called a border. And the way you know you have a border is that you control that border. Like Seinfeld might have said when he was renting the car, but they didn't keep the reservation. It's not just having the border. It's defending the border. Just having a border on a map, it's not as important as defending and controlling that border. An open border means you don't have a nation. All right, so let's carry on, keep going.
Our border. But there's also an incredible demand for legal immigration into this country even now. The presiding officer, my colleague from the state of Illinois, has legislation which addresses one aspect of that. Her bill, and I hope I describe it accurately, says that if you're an undocumented person in this country and you can pass the physical and the required test, background test, the like, you can serve in our military, and if you do it honorably, we will make you citizens of the United States. Do we need that? Do you know what the recruiting numbers are at the Army and the Navy and the Air Force? They can't reach their quotas each month.
Hey, pro tip, Dick. If people in your own country aren't willing to go and to enter into the military service, it could be because you're dickishly forcing them to take jabs they don't want, or causing them to go fight wars that have nothing to do with defending the nation, have everything to do with Raytheon's profits and making the world safe for, American industry and other places, but it has nothing really to do with defending the borders. I mean, like I guarantee you, we would have no problem filling the ranks of people if we said, look, our country is being legitimately attacked right now by some outside force. We would defend it. Most people would. Very few of those same people would actually say, I'm willing to go die in Syria protecting our oil over there that we are illegally stealing from the Syrians. It just doesn't have the same feel to it. You know what I'm saying? So maybe we have a recruiting problem, and that's what we should be looking at and asking the harder question about why we have a recruiting problem, not saying, oh, I know, let's find some desperate people from some poor countries to plug the hole because that's a solution. It's not a solution, but I'm going to go further and suggest to you that that's not actually what they're after in this story.
Can't find enough people to join our military forces. And there are those who are undocumented who want the chance to serve and risk their lives for this country.
No, nobody wants to risk their life for this country if they don't belong to this country. Very few people even want to do that if they belong to the country, Dick. So anyway, I just can't list. This is gross. So Dick represents something here to me that is part of the sickness that has come across the land. And he is a card-carrying member of that tribe of people, right? So, hey, listen, why they're doing all of this, you're hearing this at Peak Prosperity. If you don't know about this yet, it means we've done a bad job informing you of it, but we have this amazing webinar. It's going to be live. It is, you have to be a yearly subscriber of Peak Prosperity or have been a monthly for more than 6 months. But if you're a member here, it's free. Everybody else from the public is going to pay to join this. Brett Weinstein, Peter St. Onge, Ed Dowd, myself. It's going to be amazing. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to be exploring the mindset of people like Dick. We have to understand the enemy. We have to understand why they're doing what they're doing. Why do they do this? Why? Why have people come into this country? Why are we doing 15-minute cities? Why central bank digital currencies? Why all this command and control and stuff like that? First, that. Then we'll go into how they're doing all this stuff. And then finally, we'll get into what you can do about it. So awesome. I can't wait. So quick aside, we actually had a pre-planning meeting just the other day, got the guys together, and it was almost like I just wanted to hit the record button. We were already off and running. Everybody's minds are engaged. It's going to be amazing. So be sure to grab your tickets for that if you're a Peak Prosperity subscriber, because why not, right? You really want to see this. I do.